It's so sick that it's the same day every day. That's what's sick about it. You can't believe. That's the problem. You can't believe it. That's the problem. Hello, my friends on YouTube. We've been broadcasting, so you got to come to the website because I start doing this at 8 o'clock in the morning. What's more exciting about the next chapter of my life is that we're gonna have all this stuff in print. So when you say, "Oh yeah, you're talking about it after the fact," no, I'm doing a newsletter now with a video accompaniment. Is that the word? Accompaniment. I can't even say that word. So it's going to be a little, about a page blurb about what I'm looking to do today, and then a video that goes along with it that's going to describe what I'm going to do visually. So you want to hear this? You want to hear this? You want to hear this? This is what I released this morning. I'm buying Stitch Fix at $325, looking for $375. So let me show you this. Again, this is all now. And by the way, maybe you haven't heard NVAX. Maybe you haven't heard. Right? So if you're wondering, right? Remember a couple of weeks ago, I said, I'm loving this stock. I don't swing trade much. This is the one I like. It's probably going to go to 19 bucks and then hopefully 22.50. Well, now it's at 19.39. What do you want? What do you want? So I'm giving you the trades. I'm giving you the day trades, the swing trades, the ownership. I'm giving you it all. I'm giving you Darien. I gave you everything. I give you your manhood. So bottom line, like saying NVIDIA is going to go to 1,200 when it broke 800. Oh, good for you. We're in a bull market that never goes down. You're talking about the #1 momentum stock on earth. Wow. And people that actually put that on the internet is just hilarious. People that want to pat themselves on the back. Give me something new, like an NVAX coming out of the doldrums and breaking specific areas and giving me a reason why it's about to go to 19 bucks. And then it goes to 19 bucks 3 days later. That's a little bit. Stitch Fix, 3.25, going to 350, 375. Impressive. Or my first thing on my newsletter was I'm going to be shorting CrowdStrike because I hate this stock and I'm going to wait for it to break VWAP and I'm going to crush it. So I did a little video blurb about what I'm looking at here. And I say, hey, here's where your danger zones are. Here's the levels that it has been traveling through. If it breaks VWAP, use prior levels for your outs. So the better trader started shorting at 341. The VWAP trader shorted at 338. You get to the open and you got paid. Then you got paid even more, and then you got stopped out. All right, stop right there. By the way, NVAX 1965 going to 30. It doesn't matter where it goes now. Just it could go to 190. My target on NVAX is 190. Just sell it when it goes down. See, trading's easy. You don't need to know where it's going. It's going to $30, then 46, then 120. It's about what you do when it has a couple of down days. More importantly, crowd, right? Why are we short the stock? Because it's gapped up on earnings. Me having a passion of hatred towards this company and this industry means nothing. But in a way it does, because I come in looking to short the stock because I hate most stocks. But more importantly, stocks that are gapped up on earnings tend to give back, right? And where do they give it back? They give it back to prior day VWAP when they break VWAP. So that's 335 on the second entry. And you got paid 20 points. I don't give a shit what happens to NVAX. NVAX is just an icing on the cake of a career that's been going on for 30 years. You think I'm not going to find another stock that go from $15 to 19? It's not even a big deal. This is what you want to be doing. Taking trades that just work. NVAX is nice because it broke out of an 18-month high. Oh, Kenny, that's amazing. So it's a bull market that never goes down, and you bought a stock that just broke an 18-month high, and it's going higher. You see, I'm mocking myself. But if you don't know what you're doing, now you know. I'm giving you the holy grail of trading, which is me. I know more about this than anybody on earth. There's nobody near me. Nobody. Nobody knows more about trading than I do, because I'm a lunatic that's been sitting here staring at this shit for 30 years. Nobody on earth knows more about this than me. Nobody. And here's what's going to be even more amazing. When this market actually has a reason to go down and is going down and wants to go down, I'm going to be shorting the shit out of everything, while all these suckers are probably going, it's just a pullback. It's just a correction. I'm going to fuck them up too. Maybe 8 years from now, when we actually start to go down again, because right now we never go down. But none of that matters. We got earnings reversals that work every day. HPE short, crowd short. We got swing trades that are working. And by the way, if you guys want to join into my swing trade, Jumama. You see, I mock other people because I am mocking myself. I get it. I understand. Some of these trades are so freaking obvious, but they're just obvious to me because I've been doing this for 30 years, right? But the people that just keep patting themselves on the back for these obvious, like, really? Saying NVIDIA is going to go up? Wow. That's like saying the Qs are going to go up. Whoa. We're in a bull market that never ends. Anyway, but look at some of these trades today. Here's the Stitch Fix, right? And if you know about trading, let me explain it to you what happened here. This stock yesterday reported earnings. This stock is another Cathie Wood special. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Cathie Wood. Let's give it up for Goldman Sachs. And let's give it up to all the people that really thought this stock was something special at 113. You know what Stitch Fix does? Do you know what Stitch Fix does? They sell clothes on the internet. This ain't 1998. Who gives a shit? But everybody was buying stocks when they were sitting around trapped in their house. NVAX new highs. Everybody was buying stocks. So every stock was going up. Didn't matter. Then reality set in. From 113, where the analysts were telling you, they don't just sell clothes. They actually match clothes for you. They'll pick out a shirt to match your khakis. Whoa, sick. Is it AI generated? That's the next thing they should say. It's an AI generated clothing. Actually, they should do that if they haven't done it yet. But none of that matters. You fast forward, you know the stock's already been destroyed. You see it back under $2, $2.50. $2.50 is the death of most stocks. Yet it came back. That's important. So because it broke over 250, it's this one last gasp of fresh air before inevitably this thing's going to go to zero. But that one last gasp of fresh air is good. Play it. So if it's going to break the VWAP and break what we call the ass crack, this is the Kardashian bottom moment, 3.25 and the VWAP, buy it. And you got a $3 stock going close to 4, and you sell it on the way down. You're selling 350, 375. 387, which is 3 7/8 for my old school players out there. 3 7/8. Remember those days? 3 7/8. Hey, the market's actually hit an air pocket. UVXY just went green, people. I gotta put a trade on. Hold on. I might short the Qs right here. Hang on a second. Hang on. UVXY just went green. You can't fuck around right now. By the way, if you haven't noticed, UVXY has been hanging in there. There's something up. UVXY's been hanging in there 7 out of 8 days now. Sick. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with this market. I ain't saying we're going down anytime soon, but these are the moments, right? You got to take it under advisement. Anyway, UVXY going green, just hit 26. That is something. And we just had a sell program, but look what happened to the sell program. Woof, gone. You had a burst of selling, and that was it. Anyway, let's go back to what we did today. So if you want, if you got to know, I'm going to be working with a company called Stock Market TV, JC Perret, Steve Straza, Spencer Israel, these guys, Chicago Sean. And again, what I do is mostly live and video. So sometimes if I'm doing something live and you don't hear it, some people say it never happened. So now what we're going to do is everything I do is going to be documented on video, and it's going to be transcribed into text because people like to read it. Oh, he actually wrote it there. Oh, now I trust him. I don't know why that is about this industry. I could tell you to do something, it works, and still people don't believe. But when they see it in print, oh, he actually wrote it down. Here, look, I wrote it on a sticky pad this morning. He actually wrote it down. So anyway, today was my first day there, and I might as well just quit now because I don't think I'm going to do any better than what I just did. It's 10 o'clock. So Stitch Fix, long, right? And then HPE. And I'll tell you right away, I was short and it didn't break and it didn't break and it didn't break. I was up $100 and I wound up making only $7.04 on the trade. And then I didn't get it stopped out, but I covered it as soon as it broke back over that 2040. And then look what it did. It double topped, right? My buddy Solid's like, now's our chance. He got short on the rollover. And then look, it never broke back above the half. Then it broke the VWAP. And then it did what we thought it was going to do. And then you crush it. And then you crush it. And you got paid. And look where it went to. It retraced back to the level from whence it came. Because the stock market, if you haven't realized yet,
the stock market is rigged 100% to price, VWAP, and price. The stock market is rigged. It's rigged to only go up and trade around VWAP.
if I could just live these last 10 days over and over and over and over and over again for the next 20 years, we're all going to be fucking rich. I'm not talking about $250,000 rich. I'm talking about 5, 10, 20 million rich, where you don't give a shit, where you could pick up and go see the Grateful Dead in Vegas on a whim. That kind of rich, where you don't got to worry that you could throw $300 on a bet just because you can. And you could set $100 bills on fire on a Friday betting on options. It's where you want to be. Talking about $250,000 a year, easy, right? Just sitting on your ass and be done by 10 o'clock. It's where you want to be. You want to be sitting on 6, 7 million liquid, getting 5.5% while you're doing $250,000, just goofing around with your friends. That's where you want to be. Join me and my team. That's where you will be. And as you're getting there, you'll make fun of all these fuckers on the internet like I do. All these piker bitches and all these suckers and all these scan fucking guys trying to sell you shit. You don't need anything. You're looking at them right here. I'm the face of trading. This is what you need in your life. Me, sorry, I'm so nasty to look at, but this is what you need. I'll set you right. 2-3 weeks hanging with me, you'll be set right. And when you see how well these trades work, you'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. As demented as this guy seems, I'm following him to the ends of the earth. And then you'll see how all that shit becomes noise around you. Oh, this guy's got a new scanner. Do you? Who gives a shit? Hey, this guy's got a new product that does blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Oh, I got a blah, 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 blah. Do you? And that's why nothing matters. It's 12 years now. This works. It's 12 years later now. It's still the same exact trade. It's the same day, every freaking day. And then you sprinkle in a couple of swing trades, because once you master day trading, you've mastered it all. If you can understand the mechanics of the day, then you just extrapolate that. Is that the word? It's a big word. I don't use big words. You expand on that and you take it to the next level, like the NVAX. Think of NVAX as just a day trade, right? It's breaking out, right? It's breaking new highs. Number one rule of 1999, stock break prior day high, buy it. Stock break prior day high, buy it. Stock break prior day high, buy it. Stock break prior day, buy it. That's momentum trading. Right? All that battling that you think you're doing with some crazy shorter out there, like all the message board maniacs, right? Oh, the shorts are gonna pay. We're gonna. None of that shit's actually happening. People who are really shorting stocks know what they're doing. They're not shorting NVAX as it's breaking 18-month highs. You're not winning some imaginary fucking battle. The stock's going up. You just broke out of an 18-month slumber. What do you think it's going to do? It's going to rip. Doesn't matter what their drug does or doesn't do. Doesn't matter if there's a pandemic coming or not. It's going up because it's going up. Make it as simple as you can. When you break it down to the most simplest form of trading, price, momentum, and VWAP. Price are the ranges, and VWAP for the day, and then prior day VWAP. So here, let me show you that 1 year VWAP again on this chart, right? 1 year VWAP annihilated, right? Then you go 2 years worth of VWAP, right? No one even thought, I never even thought to use this stuff. There's the 2 year VWAP, right? All we did was make a home there, and then it broke underneath. Remember that day? Went under 1350, and I was like, if this thing gets over 1385, I'm in. And that's where we're in from. Moron that I am, I never bought any more because I'm sitting here waiting for a pullback. Ain't gonna pull back. That's why buying low, selling high is bullshit. You buy high and you sell higher. I'm sitting here waiting for this magical pullback. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it'll pull back to 1650, then I'll buy it back. No, you won't. Because at 1650, you'll think it's going back down to 16. You buy it when it's going up. So take a look at this chart again. Here's your 3 year VWAP. Talk to me. You tell me the stock's not going to 46.50? Do you really think so? I do. But what does that matter? 3 days from now, NVAX announces that their drug doesn't work and the stock's at zero. I don't know. That's why I got options. I got a few hundred shares. I got some options on the stock. You know, right now, if I had size, I'd be cashing out of half of it right now. I'm in from 1385. The stock's up 6 points on a $13 stock. What do you want? You're a winner. 1385 to 1985. 6 points on a $13 stock. That used to take years to do. Years. You're finding these every 5 days. And that's another thing. Don't get upset about missed opportunity or even losses. It's part of the business. You don't think you're going to find another trade 20 minutes from now, possibly 2 days from now? Of course you are. But when you have the skill set, which is price and VWAP and ranges and understanding fear and greed, you're in the driver's seat. And you'll never not be in the driver's seat. Where's my coffee? Bro, I got to tell you something. All I want to do now is sell the stock. But I can't because I don't have enough. So I can't even sell it. So when it breaks 1985 and it goes to 20 bucks, oh. So what do you think you should be doing now on this NVAX, right? If you got a stupid amount of shares, which hopefully some of you do, sell some. Because 1385 got you 1750, 1750 got you 20, right? We just bought the what the hell did we buy? Wow. They're almost up 100% already. I bought the 1850 for $1. It's so sick, people. It's so demented. And I think the sickest part of it every day is that it really is the same day over and over again. And that day is glorious, right? We're not even talking about GameStop, right? Why are you not buying GameStop, right? Come on. The whole premise, right? Everybody thinks there's some like you're battling the man and their short position. That shit's not even. Nobody's even short GameStop anymore. NVAX 1999, people, 19 freaking 99, 100% on these options, and we paid up. Oh, sorry, it's 120% now. 215 they just traded at. You know, every day I have a day like this. These last 10 days, if I had a capable assistant or even the dream actual team where I used to have like I had 4 or 5 guys that we all worked together. If I had those 4 or 5 guys back in my life right now, we would have had. I probably would have had a $3 to $5 million month because each one of my traders would have been dedicated to one of these trades, and that's what you do. You work my NVAX. You work my NVAX. You get into the GameStop. I'll be on the Qs and the UVXY. This guy's that got that thing. But no, every fucking scumbag that's ever worked for me thinks they're smarter than me and they go out on their own and start blowing up my account. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, asshole. Yeah, you, the guy that blew my account up 4 times and borrowed money. Yeah, and you're out there on the internet. I see you. I see you. Oh, you only have winners. Yeah. I'll show the world all your losses because you blew my account up not once, twice, 3 times, almost 4 times. I had to cut you off that 4th time. Remember that? Yeah, you fucking hump. You guys know what I'm talking about. But it's amazing. I mean, when I write my book, you're like, nah, none of this could be real. Nah, the guy didn't really buy gold futures in your account. Oh, he did? Did that guy actually buy 500 BlackBerry contracts on a Friday and hold them in your account? Yeah, he did. He did. It's so sick. One capable person. And I don't even need you to think. I'm telling you what to do. All you got to do is push button. Push button. If this, then that. Push the button. And when an NVAX is at 46.80, you're going to be like, whoa, I guess I should have bought it at $19 that day. You know, it's a lot easier to hold some of these stocks when you're crushing it on a GameStop and a crowd short. You got GameStop long, you got crowd short. You take some of that money and you're like, you know what? This NVAX does look good. I could buy some using the profits from my good trades. NVAX new highs. NVAX new highs. Where do you think it's going to go next? I'm going to say 2250. But if you're in from 1385, you sold some at 1750 and you're selling some here at 20 and you're laughing your ass off because now you don't care. Isn't that a great feeling? Now you say to yourself, I guess I could hold on to the last 600 shares or 1,000 shares. I'll sacrifice 2,500 to see if this thing actually goes to 46. Yes, that's what you want to do. If you're loading up here at 20, thinking it's going to 46, you're doing it all wrong. You got to be in this name. You had to be in this name. Once that news came out and it didn't break the gap news low, you had to know, or I knew, that the stock is acting differently. We were even saying, hey, this thing's probably going to roll over, go right back to $8 and then go back to 5 because that's what NVAX does. And then one day I was like, wait a second. NVAX is not acting like the typical NVAX. This is different. We got to get involved because when you see the anomaly, you go with the anomaly. When things are doing something different, you don't say, oh, well, this is bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. Like when a stock is ripping higher while the market's going down, you don't ignore that. You go with the stock like NVAX 3 days ago. The market was actually selling off for about an hour or 2 hours, actually, and NVAX was chugging. You go with the NVAX, new highs NVAX. Where's it going? Is it going to go to 36 today? Maybe. Why can't it go to $36 today? Explain it to me. Why? Why can't it go to $36 in the next hour and a half? Why? You know something I don't know? New highs NVAX. Oh. You know nothing. And it's a great thing. Admit you know nothing. Just let the stock do what it wants to do. Just tacked on 7 points, like nothing, right? Those options now at 282. We're in at $1. What do you want to do now? You want to sell some here? Sell. Just trade at 250. You could have all you wanted at 3 cents on Monday. They're trading at 280 now. That's only a 78 bagger. Where's the guy that was talking about NVIDIA? Oh, NVIDIA's up 900% over the last 5 years. 5 years! That's 5 years! We're doing 500% trades every fucking hour. You gotta wait 5 years for a 9 bagger? You go suck dick on a fucking highway somewhere. What? This is the dumbest comment I've ever seen ever on somebody was commenting. Whoa, what's this guy chirping about? He's up 8 points on an NVIDIA short. The stock's up 500%. Still blows my mind. Still blows my mind. Listen, if you don't think my website was hacked by the Muslims or Joe Biden, that's one thing. There's no way I could prove it was Joe Biden or the Muslims that hacked my attack. I'll just assume it was because I'm onto something here. And they're trying to hold me back. Because the truth doesn't set you free. It gets you thrown in jail. The truth doesn't mean shit anymore. I thought it did. Actually, I should say it's the Palestinians. It's the Palestinians that hijacked my website. It's Hamas or Hezbollah. See, these terrorists got it all wrong, man. If they would just join my website, they'd be making money too. Thank you for making me money. Now I'm going to have to kill you anyway. Which would probably be what would happen. It's not actually funny. But you know what's not funny? You don't own NVAX after me. I don't know. Where's that guy that's never impressed, right? I gave you this one. I gave you the UVX. By the way, I still have the UVXY in the account for you. Anytime you're willing. Look, I shorted 100 shares special for you. Chris, Roger, what was his name again? Chris, I think it was. I don't know. He doesn't watch the videos anymore. But if you're out there, I still have that 100 shares for you. All you got to do is join my website and I'll give you the money. I promised you. I shorted 100 shares of UVXY at $37.50 that day just to prove that it's guaranteed money. It's at $25 now. Hey, what's up, guys? I'll actually do another video. I think this might be my first and last day. Everything I gave you on that video, we're up like $8 million. I think I'm just going to walk away. It's nice knowing you. All right. So, yeah, NVAX long, crowd short, even made money on the HPE short. The Tiger long, it kind of backfired a little bit, but we made a smidgen of money on that one. So NVAX long on a 18-month breakout. If you watch the video that I sent you, right? So it was crowd short, HPE short, NVAX long. We had Tiger long for a moment. That worked. What was the other one I told you I was looking at? Stitch Fix long at 3 1/4, got to the 350 and 375. We could just leave that there. Now you know who the king is. There's nobody better on earth at this than me. So let's just call me the one. The one. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I should just retire today. Today was my first day there. I did a quick video for them. I don't think I'm ever going to top that. How could I? So sick. So sick. Sick. And this is every day. I came in today thinking, we're probably due for a boring nothing day. Oh, guess not. New highs, NVAX. $3, people. They're trading at 3. All right, you got to sell one contract there. 300% gain by 1022. You should sell. But when the stock's at 36 and these contracts are going for $20 each, you're going to be regretting it. So when I made that video a couple of weeks ago, see, again, I know I'm harping on the wrong thing, but I tend to do that. What more can I do? Right? What more can I do? Internet, tell me, what more can I do? What more can I do for Chris? What more can I do than give you what I'm buying, when I'm buying it, and where I think it's going to go, and then it goes where I think it's going to go? What more can I do? Can I get your approval? What more can I do? But then again, there's one guy. He's like, oh, but you only had 400 shares and 5 contracts. Not really a big deal. Fine. You got me. You're right. I probably should have 100,000 shares and 16,000 contracts. You're right. But remember that it's not about me. It's not about me. I'm trying to help people, right? So if everybody's in NVAX and everybody's making money, that's as if I own 15,000 shares right now. I mean, I can't spend that money, which I would like to. But Chris, if you're out there, I am going to make $100,000 off this UVXY short this year, and I'm willing to share you. I have that 100 shares in escrow for you. If you would just bow to me, and just bow, just kneel to me, and I'll let you live. Kneel to me, accept me as the one, and I will give you the 100 shares of NVAX UVXY from 37.50. You're short. Or maybe you bought NVAX when it broke 1850 because you were waiting for it, right? Because momentum trading, stock break pie, boo, 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 boo. Where do you think it's going? 27.78. Today? Maybe. Look at it go. Today? Is it? I don't know. It's only 6 points away now. Now you got to start thinking it is going to 27.78. I thought we were going to have to wait a couple of months. So did I. But in a bull market, takes no prisoners. Bull market waits for nobody. You get the breakout, you buy the breakout. Because usually the first 4 or 5 days is where the money's made, and then you consolidate. Oh, I bought it at $21, and then it went back to 20.5, and I lost $500. This guy stinks. Which would be somebody out there would actually blame me. Buying it at $21.05. It goes down 50 cents when you buy it. You get stopped out by 500. Oh, this guy's terrible. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I got you in at $13.85. Oh, forget about the original price. We got you in at $8.50 that day. And you see how I admit that for 4 or 5 days, we sat there going, all right, any day now, this NVAX is going to roll over and die.
But it didn't. It didn't roll over and die. And that's what made it a buy. So if something doesn't die, it becomes a buy.
You just learned how to trade. That's why NVAX became my favorite stock of the year. Because I was wrong. and I accepted it. I was wrong. Hey, this stock is acting a lot better than I thought it was. I better buy it. Accepting that you're wrong is the best trade ever. Oh, wait a second. Sid, are you in the NVIDIA? When it broke 800, what did I say? 1200. Buy the split. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You're $1.50 away? Wow. That's like saying the Qs are going to probably go up. You understand the Qs and NVIDIA are the same, right? The Qs never go down. Hence. And if you read the message boards, it'll make you even more bullish NVIDIA because they're saying, oh, well, typically stocks that do 10-for-1 splits go down after the split. Nah. Anybody that wants to buy this stock that can't afford it at $1,200, when they see it at $120 on Tuesday, they're going to buy it. And then it'll be back to 200, which makes this a $2,000 stock. And then it's going to go to 250, which it makes it what? A $2,500 stock. And then it's going to go back to 500, which makes it a $5,000 stock. So, Kenny, are you saying it's going to go to 5,000? I am. Because until the market starts going down, NVIDIA is going to keep going up. Or as long as NVIDIA goes up as a market. Which one controls which? I don't know anymore. Does NVIDIA control the entire market, or is it the Qs that control the market, or is it a combination of both? Doesn't matter. Does it matter? Who cares? So sick. The funny thing is NVAX actually hit 2105 and did pull back to 50 cents. Somebody out there probably lost $500 in the trade right now, and now they're going, oh my God, why did I sell it? Why did you sell it? Oh, but it pulled back 50 cents after I bought it. I got scared. Scared of what? The market never goes down. What are you scared of? Scary would be 1855 today. Scary would be if it rolled over, broke the VWAP, broke the prior day VWAP, and went negative. That would be frightening. Then I would sell it. But until that happens, it started to dawn on me that I really fucking blew this trade, and I blow, literally. I'm going to be on exit 58 sucking dick for rock soon. This is a 30 grand trade that I'm up 3 grand on. No, forget it. It's like a 300. The way I love this trade, not buying more when it broke the fifth. What was that? What was their original breakout price? Not buying more that day was the mistake. The 1740, right? Yeah. Moron. I'm a moron. Making 3 grand on this trade basically means I made nothing. I'm with you, Chris. See, I'm disappointed now. I'm disappointed in myself. That's why nobody could ever say anything to me that's going to hurt my feelings. Nobody, I whip myself to go to sleep. You ever see that guy on Boardwalk Empire? Fucking whipping himself. That's what I do. My wife's like, how come you're so hard on yourself? Because that keeps me focused. I'm a loser. I should have 100,000 shares of this stock to start. You remember that? That dude was one of the greatest. That show was one of the greatest shows that nobody talks about. Every character. Who was the guy that would refer to himself as himself? That dude was awesome. What was his name? What was that dude's name? He went on to be a really good actor. He kind of got like a kickstart to his career after he was on that. What was his name? He referred to himself as himself. in the first person or third person, whatever that's called. I don't know. Come on. We're already past the trading stage of the day. We're on to cultural references now. Let's see. What's his name? Let's see. Boardwalk Empire called himself by his name. It was so freaking hilarious. No, that was the actor. There was a character, one of the gangsters. When he would talk to the other gangsters, he would use his own name. It was the freaking funniest thing in the world. And he was one of the greatest characters. There was so many amazing characters. I mean, Carnival was amazing on that show. Yeah. Oh, this guy, where was he? Remus. Remus agrees. Remus likes NVAX. Remus is buying NVAX. Remus likes it. He would call himself Remus. His name was Remus. George Remus by Glenn Fleischer, one of the greatest unknown actors ever. He was also in. He was a gangster in that show where he's a serial. No, he's a hitman. The comedian guy is a hitman. Todd, Doug, Phil, Bob. What was the name of that show? The guy from SNL he was a hitman, ex-military guy. He was going through post-traumatic. It actually became a really depressing show. Anyway, Remus likes NVAX. Remus likes when stocks are breaking new highs. Remus likes buying the Qs when they break new highs. Who the hell is Remus? You remember that one spike we had about 40 minutes ago? Or was it about half an hour ago on the UVXY, and the Qs didn't budge? See, that's the rigging. A sell program hit, the UVXY spiked up, but the market didn't go anywhere. It just sat there. It absorbed all the sellers and said, fuck off. Fuck off. We're not going down. Later. You could smell it. You could feel it. That was a sucker move. And look how much we've gone up since that move. And that's why the market can't go down, because every pullback is a sucker pullback. The shorts get a little encouraged. They put some shorts on. You'll get some people to sell out of their stocks. And then 40 minutes or 4 days later or 4 hours later or however many it takes, the shorts realize, oh, we made a mistake. We have to cover our shorts. The longs who sold out say, oh, shit, we got to buy back in because the market's going to take off without us. So then the shorts covering, the buyers are buying back in. How could the market go down? It can't. It can't until the manipulators of the market pull back. There's $6 trillion. Tom Lee knows what he's talking about, obviously. There's $6 trillion on the sideline waiting to be poured into the market. The manipulation is that the media, with the powers that be, convince us that there's reasons for the market to go down. They build the sideline money, right? The money comes, only the suckers sell out, right? And then all that money comes pouring back in, and the suckers have to chase back above where they sold out of, losing again. You just don't sell. Don't sell the Qs. And when the market crashes, and I use the W word, when, it will, because it's built to do it. So when the market crashes, buy the Qs. So when you think, oh, well, Apple's a dinosaur, nobody likes Tesla anymore, Amazon's garbage, this NVIDIA's gone up too far, too fast. Yes, all that's true, yet the market doesn't go down. So when you think about all that bullish, all the bearish cases for to say something about the market going down, I agree, and you're right, but the market never goes down. So which side you're going to choose? You want to do some careful analysis about what you think or just what you see. The market never goes down, ever. 2150 on NVAX, cash. Now you could sell some 2150. I mean, this is ridiculous. And not only is it a prior high break after 1 day of consolidation, right? It was this morning, it was a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal, but it broke the VWAP and then broke the prior day high. And then tested the VWAP once and then broke the prior day high. What are you waiting for? So, going back to that conversation that I have a lot, let's assume today was your first day here, right? And you said, all right, whatever this dude likes, I'm in. You would have made more money today than you probably ever made in your life. Like, seriously, this one day, you're in NVIDIA. You're in Crowd, Short, Stitch Fix. You got paid a little bit of money on Tiger. But you're sitting here with NVAX. Never have I mentioned selling any of this, right? Because you're breaking out. You're breaking now. These are 2-year highs. 2-year highs get you 3-year highs. 3-year highs get you 4-year highs. Next thing you know, I'm going to go ahead and say 125 is inevitable now. Is it going to go to 125? I don't think so. But why wouldn't it? You just came out of the dungeon. What do you do when you escape from the dungeon? You run for your fucking life. And you don't look back. Because they're coming to get you. They're on horses. You're on foot. Run! Run! Do you remember where NVAX was? Just a fart ago. Right? It's 3 years ago, this in September. Stock was 275. Wait, it gets even better. Wait, hang on a second. The stock was 331 and it went to 3. You don't think you could get to 30 on just momentum? Of course you can. You might get there today. Don't sell it. This is the sickest chart I've seen probably of the year now. That's the sickest chart. This is the sickest chart I've seen all year. You see how it hasn't broke trend once? That's called accumulation. It ain't me. That's institutional buying. That's Nancy Pelosi right there, Holmes. And wait till you see. There's going to be some government announcement that they have a joint effort going on with NVAX. You'll see. And then who's going to make the announcement? Nancy's going to make the announcement. We'd like to come out today and say that we've moved on from Pfizer and from Moderna. We're collaborating with NVAX in our new venture to create a vaccine that doesn't do anything, but we're going to force you all to take it. And the stock's going to be at $90. Who do you think's buying the stock? Get involved. Nancy Pelosi's involved. She knows what she's doing. She knows there's another virus coming. She knows that they're going to announce a deal with NVAX. Why do you think it's doing this? Is that what you really think? Yeah, sure. That's what I think. Does it matter what I think? Does anybody notice the stock hasn't had a pullback yet? It's been going straight up for an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, Kenny, I just bought it at 22 and a quarter. Pulled back a quarter. I'm losing money now. And by the way, we are 40 cents away, Chris, from all-time lows on UVXY. Do you want your 100 shares? You're up 1250 now. You're up 1250. I will give you the 1250 as long as you join our website. So by the time the stock's at zero, you'll have a free pass to my website. And all you got to do is kneel to me and call me master. That's all I want. Apologize for your fucking rude comments, right? Kneel to me, accept me as your Lord and Master, and I will give you a free pass to my website for 3 months. And I'll give you the 100 shares that you shorted on UVXY. See how nice of a guy? I'm a kind leader. What does Xerxes say? Just kneel. Just kneel to me. All right, you could sell some NVAX now. You finally got 2 candles down in a row. Shit. I mean, man, if anybody would have told me this was going to 22 and a quarter today, I thought it was going to take a couple of weeks, maybe a month to do this. Fuck. So sick. And the sick part is I can't even cry to my wife about it. I know you're not going to believe this part of the conversation. Last night I was talking to her. I was like, hon, I'm actually making money. I'm doing really well trading again. I'm taking my size up. I'm not doing any stupid shit. But I think I'm going to load up on a swing trade, something I don't normally do. She's like, well, if you like it, do it. And I was like, I'm going to do it. If this thing breaks 1840, I might buy, a stupid amount, like, put $250,000 into the name. Did I? No. So now when I got to face my wife later, I'm just not going to tell her. Because the last thing my wife needs to hear is that stupid story again. So wait, you had a plan. The stock started to do what you thought it was going to do, and you didn't buy it? Yeah, you know what? I don't need to hear this story anymore. Just get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. My wife's going to divorce me if I was to tell her this today. When I was losing money and I almost blew my whole life up, I didn't tell my wife about that either. I just went to work every day. I just went to go see I went to go to a movie. I saw every movie there was that year. I stopped going into my office. Every once in a while, I'd drop my book bag off at the office, and then I just wandered the streets of Manhattan, pretending that I was a trader. I never told my wife. She still doesn't believe me to this day. She's like, so you went to work every day and actually didn't go to work? I'm like, yeah, I'm a loser. I was like, because every day I was losing $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a day. I was like, my best trade was not going in. So that's why, because I'm plagued with bad luck, that's why I didn't do it. Because I figured if I buy 10,000 shares of NVAX tomorrow, it ain't going to work. And I'm just going to be miserable. And then it works. So sick. But you can sell some now, okay? You finally got 2 candles in a row. You broke prior low candle, and you're all right. Listen, I would only sell if you're not swinging it to $27.50 or possibly $36. You've only got one stop now, 20 and a quarter, and inevitably that's going to be the double bottom from earlier. So call 20 and a half. But everybody got paid, right? Have you heard me mention NVAX yet? The guy in the back. Even the guy in the back. You must have heard me mentioning NVAX, right? It's been a month and a half, guy. Month and a half, guy. We've been waiting for this for a month and a half. So let's go back to that 3-year chart, right? If we can consolidate, and I'm saying I don't even mind if it pulls back to 1840, the new breakout price. So 1740. No. The high print from 2 days ago is your out. 1873. 1873. If you're swinging it, that's the only place you're selling the rest, because now you're sitting pretty with a nice profit. 1873 is the swing. Day trade, yeah, you use the 1 minute VWAP in case it rolls over and dies. But going back, here's that 3-year chart again. Let me show you on a 3 years on a daily, so then you get to see it a little better. 3 years on a daily. 3 years. So remember I said it has to get through this noise, and if it does, it's going to rip, right? You're in it. You're in it. And the right smack dab in the middle was this right there. And if you were paying attention, go back to a couple of videos again earlier, our target was 2188, right in the middle. Bang, 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 bang. Right? So now you're in there. So the pullback, if it pulls back to 1871 and holds, and then consolidates between the today's high and yesterday's or 2 days ago's high, you consolidate in there, the next leg up will be to test the top of the range, which is 2585, 2566, I meant to say. 2566, 2566, 2566. If you get through 2566, you're going to have a little trouble around 2810. But once you get through 2810, that's when you start going nuts again, up to 33s. You'll have a little trouble up there at 35, but at 35, I don't think anybody's going to be complaining, especially if you're in from where we're in at 1385. So next time your hero is chirping about some 20-cent trade that he got, yeah, tell your hero to email me. I'll put up $1 million. Nobody will outtrade me on any time frame. And again, if you have a guy out there that's done you wrong, I'll take care of him for you. I'll own him. And remember, if you're out there and you think you want to challenge Kenny Glick in some sort of trading contest, you have to have at least some collateral to put up. I'm not going to put up the money. But I don't want your money when I win. I want you just to leave. I want you to go away. I want you to take your videos off the internet. I want you to shut your website down. I want you to stop selling scanners to fucking suckers. And if you beat me, I will give you $1 million in cash. I'll come to your house with it in cash and hand it to you, and I'll kneel to you. But if I win, you got to go. Be gone, vapid fool. Beat it. You're not allowed in the arena anymore. Get out of my coliseum. You have been banished from the kingdom. And again, that's why I do love a bear market, because it eradicates morons and people that don't know what they're doing. Like most people that try to sell you scanners and shit, they don't know what they're doing. That's why one nice bear market wipes them all out again. And who will be there again? Rising? Because listen, man, when this market starts going down, I trade better when the market's going down. I mean, I'm not going to, say NVAX is partially a product of the bull market that never ends. It does help that this market is super, super bullish every freaking day, that the breakout gets helped along with the bullishness of the environment. But this is a 4-point move on an $18 stock. This is sick. This is a sick move today. I mean, those $18 calls were sitting there at $1. I was almost going to buy the 20s. I was like, no, I might as well buy in the money. Shit. You know, again, I'm very disappointed now that I'm looking at the numbers. I was going to buy the $20 calls. They were 20 cents. I was like, nah, I'll buy the 18s for $1. The $20 calls for 20 that were 20 cents are 220 now. Where's that guy? Where's your NVIDIA? See, that's 1,000% in an hour and a half.
Oh, NVIDIA went up 900% over the last 5 years.
Did it? Who cares? And you see how we're having the same conversation since that guy said since that 900% dumb comment from NVIDIA guy on the internet. We've had the Kava for 1,700%. And then we had the Friday with 50 baggers. 50 baggers. That's 5,000%. There was about 50 of them that day. And then you go into today with some NVAX, let alone all the other trades that worked. I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. It's just the comedy of this. Oh my God. And here, I got another one for you. Now, here's the one you're going to lose money on. You ready? ANNX. The same premise as every other trade. If a pump and dump gets dumped and then comes back, buy it. Because then it's not a pump and dump. Yeah, I mean, it still could be, but at least it's getting pumped again. So when the pump and dump and any stock that's up over 100% in a day, by definition, if your stock doubles in a day, it's a pump and dump. Stocks don't go up 100% in a day. They don't, let alone 600, 700, 800%. This stock had a monster move, right? And it was some news-driven event, blah, blah, blah. And then it got smoked, then it came back, and then it got smoked. It's coming back. So you buy the comebacks. So I don't know what the stock is, nor do I care. I do like the symbol, ANNX, ANNX. We were looking at it in the pre-market. And then look what happened. Range break, pops, you got paid, and then you had to get stopped out. And then you got a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal through the whole number. 6 gotcha, 650. Interesting. Interesting enough to keep it on your scanner. I have a scanner. And you just keep an eye on it. That's how you make money. You know, and then 3 weeks from now, if this stock is still hanging around, just like NVAX, remember NVAX, we were waiting for it to roll over and die, and then it didn't, and then it became my favorite stock. I don't know what this is, but if they don't want to die, they become buys. Look. And then once again, if it breaks that ridiculous spike high, 714, 714 rhymes divine. If it breaks 714, you're probably going to 840, which is a 3-month high, which looks like a yearly high. I don't even know. I haven't looked at it. Oh, baby, wait a second. I'm kind of liking it, right? The dip got bought, the dip got bought, the dip got bought, the dip got bought, the dip got bought. The dip got bought. If they keep buying dips, what's that telling you? There's a real buyer out there. And then inevitably, if they keep buying dips, there's not going to be any more dips to buy, and the stock's going to have to break out like NVAX. Who am I even talking to? I don't know. Somebody kill me. How the hell am I not in 10,000 shares of this thing? I don't know what the hell I'm doing for real. You see, Chris, I'm very hard on myself. I'm a loser. I'm going to have to wind up buying more when it breaks 2250. That's what's so sick. That's what's going to be sick. I don't know if I want to buy more today as it's up 20%. Usually you'll get a pullback. When normal stocks are up 20%, they tend to pull back. I know I should just buy more now, right? Stupid. Why am I even thinking about it, right? Who cares? ANNX. There you go, 650. Let's go. All right, now this trade I'm not counting on to make us any money, but I'm in. Probably won't work, but it is. And there it goes. We can't be stopped. I mean, I'm even saying it probably won't work, and it's working. Actually, what was the price on it yesterday? 2 day. Oh. Yeah, I should have been sitting here with this. I should have been buying at 620. We'll see what happens here. Market's kind of, we're at, what are we, 11 o'clock now? Time to coast, right? Time to just consolidate. Q's hit 460. Maybe that's it for the day. I don't think anybody would mind if the day was over right now, which is fantastic when you're done by 11 o'clock. Yeah, we should have bought it already. Yeah, this was, again, technically speaking, I understand the stock tends to move in 20, it's been moving in 20-cent, 40% increments. But normally a $5.70 stock, if you're buying it at $6.49, it's a little bit of a chase. A little bit. Especially if it got the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal already. So don't be surprised if it pulls back to 621. But if it holds 621, you could add to it with a 7-cent risk at that point. You don't want to be blowing up a day on some bullshit stock, But if the bullshit becomes legitimate, like I said, you don't have to buy dips. If this thing starts breaking 714, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And we're probably going to rip to 840. And this thing has options. This thing has options. You know what? These are not badly. The 6s are $1, but the 750s are 45 cents. Which one do you think you should buy? The 6s are $1. The 750s are 45 cents. Which one do you think you should buy? The 6s are $1, and the 750s are 45 cents. Which one do you think you should buy? Exactly. I'm in. Let's go. So people who don't know what they're doing, ANNX, see that? We can't be stopped. We can't. I'm trying to lose money and I can't. New highs. People that don't know what they're doing say, oh, I'm going to buy the cheaper one. Think about what you're doing. You're buying an option for 45 cents. That's still $1 out of the money, where you could buy a 6 for $1. That's 54 cents in the money already. Sell the 750 to the sucker that just bought it against your 6. So now you got a 6-750 call spread for the next 15 days with limited risk. Sure, you're limiting your gain, but you don't buy the 750 for 45 cents. You buy the 6 for $1. Boom, you're in 105. And then you sell the dream to somebody else. Somebody wants to pay you 45 cents for the 750. Here, sell a few to those guys to offset the cost of your 6. If this thing becomes a complete fail, you're out 60 cents. It rips to 750. Your 6s are going to be worth 250. Your 750s expire worthless. That's a fantastic trade. As much as I hate call spreads, I like that idea. And then look at the 9s. So what you want to do is, now that you got the 6s for $1, right? Don't sell the 750s yet. The stock's working. You might even be the hell am I sitting here talking about it? I'm throwing out $9 calls at 25 cents. The 9s. Somebody's going to pay me 25 cents for the 9. You could have all you want at a quarter. They're 15 by 30. Put an offer out. Cousin Richie, what's up? He's in. Uh-oh. Cousin Richie's in. Now we should all just dump ANNX. Dump it. Cousin Richie's going to fuck us up. Cousin Richie, don't go near the stock. Oh, Cousin Richie, don't mush my new idea. I hate when Cousin Richie gets in. Now, Cousin Richie's been on fire lately. But yeah, forget the 750. Throw an offer out at a quarter on the 9. Yes. Somebody wants to pay us 25 cents for a $9 call? Sure. Here. Cancel your order at 45. $9 calls for 25. Do it. You got a 6 at $1 and a 9 at a quarter. This is the kind of trade I don't even care if it works. I mean, I do, but it just makes sense. This thing breaks to 715. It goes to 840. Let's say it goes to the 840, right? Your 9s expire worthless, and your 6s are going to be worth 250 that you just paid 60 cents for after you take in the quarter on the 9s. Did NVIDIA hit 1200 yet? 50 cent with bids. 50 cents? Or you mean $5? You can't trade NVIDIA with 50 cent anything. It's thing moves in 5-point increments. How about this ANNX trade, right? Right? Now you're up $230. Come on. Can't be stopped. Chris, you like that trade? Live. We got in late and it's still working. 649, you're up 20 cents now, or 19 cents, then 19, 20 cents. Big size on the offer. This breaks 670, we're going. Big size on the offer now, 670. They take this guy and they bid 670. We go to $7. That's right. You see how we just find trades? And when this stock's at $38 3 days from now.
Oh, but NVAX, Kenny, it pulled back $1 when I bought it.
70 bid. 70 fucking bid. They just gobbled up 300,000 shares right there in front of you. Now you look on the scanners. Yeah, look at my freaking scanners. By the way, has anybody noticed the Qs are hitting new highs? Yeah, because the market never goes down. Scanners, man. Freaking scanners. I got scanners all over the place, man. Fucking scanners.
Oh, Kenny, I bought $22. Goo.
Q's new highs, people. Q's new fucking highs. It's the greatest market ever. And that's me talking. I'm a bear. I ain't fighting this. I'm not going to fight the world. Ow! My brain hurts now. See, that's what happens. Bear markets give me migraines. By the way, I'm selling some ANNX. I'm selling the stock. I'm gonna keep the options. 21. Somebody got done for 21. Sold. 65. 66. All right. What I'm doing now, I'm selling the stock just in case it is a pump and dump. It's going to go to 0. Now I got the options. The most I can lose is $1. Right? I feel a little bit more comfortable now. Now we got the 6s for June at $1. We're good. We're good. We're good. What do you want to do next? For my next trick, I'm going to short the Qs. No, I'm not going to short the Qs. Maybe today at some point, but not right now. UVXY, you ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Do you know that I sold a $26 call for 71 cents? That's 10 contracts, $710, right? and it went to 13, $1.30. I was down $600. You know what I did? I said, who cares? Let me just say this again out loud. You cannot lose money shorting UVXY over any time frame in this universe or the multiverse, or depending on which verse you're in. If you're watching Dark Matter, you know what I'm talking about. No matter what verse you're in or door you open, you cannot lose money shorting UVXY. Please supplement your income. I'm giving you the money, Chris, you fucking nudnik. Chris, at the end of the year, do you want to see my P&L for the month or the year when I'm up 120 grand shorting UVXY? You want to see it in January or you want to see it now? I'm only up about 30 grand right now in the trade. Remember, 100 of those shares is yours. You got to say the word, baby. Say the word. Say the word, and those 100 shares are yours, my friend. Oh, my dumb head's blocking the video. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I got something you can do. You can come to my website, and then you don't have to look at my face. I don't even want to look at my face. Get my face out of here. All you should look at is the screen. How do I get rid of my face? You don't need to see my face. You just need to hear my voice, which is annoying enough. Hence the reason I don't watch my own videos. I would take every video down after I was done doing them because my face and my voice annoy me. I don't know how anybody stands. I don't know how my wife deals with me. I don't know how anybody stands me. I have a nasal, annoying voice. Sometimes when it's really deep, it sounds better. But man, I think I've done 2,700 videos over the last 3 or 4 years. I think 4 of them actually still make me laugh. The weed video, that makes me laugh. The me with my shirt off crying about the flash crash, that one gets me every time. I love that video. But most of them are quite annoying. They have very, very, very valuable information. If you could get through my face and my voice, I think if I had a larger head, I'd be more famous too. I have a very tiny skull. I mean, my mom did a good job shaping it and all, but do you ever notice that famous people have large heads because they pop off the screen and they emote better? I mean, I emote well also, but look, you'll see there are not a lot of famous small-headed people. I'm telling you, the world's racist towards small heads. I was able to fit into a 6 3/4 back in the day. Now I could rock a 6 7/8. But yeah, I'm not a 6. I'm like a child. My mentality is one of a 12-year-old boy, and my head is the same size. I have a very tiny head. That's why there he is, Steve. That's why when I find a hat, oh no. Oh, geez. When I find a hat that fits me well, I love it. Steve got me this hat. Steve. Is that what Steven said? Steve. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still chuckle when words rhyme with other words. I'm an idiot. Yo, did anybody get done on those 9s for 25? I really like this setup here. 6s for $1, 9s at 20 or 25. You're risking 75 cents to make almost $2.50. Rock and roll, baby. Again, this is all the whole business is risk reward, right? What do you want to do now? By the way, who sent me this shirt? My wife doesn't know where it came from. I have no idea where it came from. Does anybody know where this shirt came from? Jen, did you send me this shirt? Somebody sent me this shirt. I have no idea. It just appeared in my drawer the other day. Glitch in the matrix. Like normally I wouldn't wear a shirt with silly sayings on it, but I just grabbed it. I was like, whose shirt is this? I guess it's my shirt now. Oh, by the way, you see what an NVAX just did? It just suckered people out of it, and now they're racing to get back in. Oh, I was really hoping to see it come back to 20 and a half. By the way, Q's new highs. Do it to the crowd. Man, this whole day started out with a crowd short. We haven't even looked at it since. You guys know Do It to the Crowd, Aphex Twin? Yes. What were you doing in? Oh, Twin Hype. What were you doing in 1989? I was getting down with these two guys at a party. They were at a party of these guys were from Arista Records. Notice? You'll know it in a second. '89 at its best right here. Woo! You guys know I lived another life. I lived a whole different life before you guys met me. Trading for me is just a hobby. I was in the record industry. What a shady hobby. Look at that. It was my dedication and hard work. Dedication, hard work, and a shared love of the kind supporters of the Irish sales staff. Congratulations. Gold, platinum, and multi-platinum sales. Remember Outcast? Original album. I was there when they made it. Remember Ace of Base? Tony Braxton, Crash Test Dummies? Would anybody like a copy of a Crash Test Dummies CD? I think I have about a 500 bag. I have a 500 lot still in my basement somewhere. Anybody wants any of these albums? I got like crates of them somewhere in my mom's house. Anyway, yes, my life. It's been a fun time. It's never been more fun than it is right now. I'm living the dream, and you too can be living the dream as well. If it wasn't for the terrorism, everything would be so freaking awesome right now. If it wasn't for the cosplaying schmucks at universities dressing up as Hezbollah and Hamas, life would be freaking awesome right now. By the way, Q's new highs. Q's new highs. You understand that most of trading is sitting around doing nothing, right? You got to find something to do. What are you going to do?
Hey, the market seems to be going up every day.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it does.
You think that NVIDIA is going to go higher?
Yes. And by the way, ANNX, new highs. Oh, we can't be stopped. Chris, join me. Just kneel to me once. Call me master, and I'll let you hang with us. All you got to do is kneel, just once. Then we got to put you through the paddy wagon. You know what the paddy wagon is? We all stand around, and you got to crawl through between our legs, and we slap you on the ass as you go through. That's your initiation. But I'll take an apology. You could just say, Kenny, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. You are the man. No, you are the one. And then email Michael Batnick from Ritholtz. And you should do this right now. This guy mocked me last time I saw him. He's like, "Oh, so you're the one. You're the one day trader that succeeds." I'm like, "No, I'm saying that the trade that I put on does work, and I tend to make money, and the people that follow me make money." He's like, "Oh, so you're the one." I'm like, "Are you mocking me? You fucking cocksucker." Michael Batnick. Wow, you work at Ritholtz Wealth Management. You're not needed by anyone. The market never goes down. Wow. Let me know when you beat the Qs over any extended period of time. And by the way, I am the one. Send Michael Batnick an email from me. And they let this guy make speeches about what he thinks about the industry. Who gives a fuck? Works at Ritholtz Management with Josh Brown. By the way, the Josh Brown bottom. Remember when Josh Brown capitulated right there on CNBC? I'll never forget. Tech is dead, right, Josh Brown? Tech is dead. June, 2 years ago, right? Josh Brown got you into Roblox at 125, and then at $25, he said it's time to bail because he got it wrong, 100 points lower. And at that moment, I said, I think the bull market just started because Josh Brown said we're never going up ever again, and he's bailing out of his tech stocks. And I think that was 2 years ago. Today was it 3 years? Yeah, there it is. June 16th, 2022. The Josh Brown bottom. The sickest call ever. And this guy wants to manage your wealth. It's like the other guy with the curly hair who told you to get into Moderna at 550 because he understands the pipeline. Whenever somebody on CNBC pretends that they're some sort of scientist that they know about a tech stock because of what they do, if they ever mention the word efficacy or pipeline, short the stock. They don't know. Nobody knows anything. You know, again, some people say sour grapes or I'm very negative. Listen, if I'm not going to comment on reality, Josh Brown that morning came on CNBC and said, "Listen, guys, I really got this Roblox trick." He was getting people in at 125, right? So 125 on the pullback, Josh is like, "I'm in. This is how I'm going to play the metaverse." And that was his theory. He was going to buy Roblox because he thought Facebook had already made too big of a move. So his venture into the metaverse was Roblox, 125. And at $25, 100 points lower, he said, I got this one wrong. I'm going to dump it. And he also said, tech looks like it's going to be in trouble for some time. And right at that moment, I made an announcement to my website and to anybody that wanted to listen. Buy stocks. This dude just capitulated right on television. Buy stocks. And we've been pretty much long biased. As much as I hate the market always going up, we had some great opportunities to show. We had a nice pullback, a year and a half ago, whatever it was. And then we had that pivot in October. We've gone up pretty much every freaking minute since October of last year. Think about that. The market's gone up pretty much every freaking day since October. You want to fight that? What's up, homie? So again, the only thing anybody has on me is that I'm a wild and crazy guy. Uh-huh. That's all you got? Oh, he sits in his house all day. What does this guy know? Oh, that's all you got? I don't have a hedge fund. I haven't wrote a book. I'm sorry. But eventually I'm going to write my book and it's going to be fantastic. There's going to be a chapter in there about how I lost all my money and then the resurrection of my career. And then the rest of it's going to be me making fun of all of you people because I got dirt on all of you. Scan man, never lose a trade guy, 98% win rate guy. And all I'm going to do is write about you guys. The Josh Brown bottom. These people are mockable because they don't know how to mock themselves. If you really take yourself that serious and you're going to pretend that you're some know-it-all, then I'm going to be the guy that says, no, you don't know it all. Here's a great example of how you don't know it all. And I love that dude. He's a very smart guy, very personable. He's fun to be around, but he knows nothing really about trading. He might think he does. Wealth management in itself is you can mock the industry. Remember, what are they trying to do? They're trying to tell you that you need to pay them 5% or possibly 7.5% so they can manage your money. Really? I got a way to beat it all. Q, Q, Q. Let me know who wins. Even Tepper. And I ain't mocking Tepper. I would never mock that dude. First of all, my house and kill me. You know, about Dave. Dave Tepper, when the market is shitty, he somehow gets 12.5% out of it. When the market's down for the year, somehow he makes 12.5%. And when the market's up, he does 20, 30%. If you gave Tepper $1 million 2 years ago, you know what it's worth now? 20 million. Pretty good track record. That dude makes money in all environments. Most hedge fund managers don't even hedge. They call themselves hedge fund managers because it sounds cool. So they can charge you money. Wealth management is a joke. The guy from Edward Jones did the same thing the guy over at Ritholtz Management. I'm not, again, I don't, these are, they're good. Actually, Atnick, I don't really give a fuck about this guy. But Josh Brown, good guy, Ritholtz, great guy. I'm just saying the generalization of wealth management is a joke. It's a joke. The market only goes up. And if you look inside what they're doing, nobody even hedges except Pepper. The dude hedges. He buys S&P puts when the time is right. He was guy's savvy. He sees shit before people see it. Why do you think when he mentioned he was dumping Chinese stocks, I dump Chinese stocks too. Haven't looked back. Tepper said Chinese stocks are not to be trusted. I don't trust them anymore. I'm out of this Alibaba. He sold Alibaba around $200. Look at Batnick. If you're out there listening to my video, yeah, I'm calling you a fraud, and I am one. Because I'll admit, I don't make that much money trading. I make a living. My website, it is kind of a joke. But I don't take myself too serious like you think you do and your whole crew. So you can eat a big dick. You got to be sick. Take yourself so serious like you know shit. Nobody knows anything. All right, be good to yourselves. Treat yourselves nice. And don't take any of this too serious. All right, NVAX fantastic. Icing on the cake. I'm glad you're all up 10 points. Just remember, when it starts to go down, sell it. Okay, it's that easy. And right now, the closest price to wanting to sell any of this stock right now. Let's give it five. What's the 5 day? Yeah, the 5 day is actually the last breakout. But I would give it 2060 is the closest area of concern. By the way, I'm counting on it pulling back. I mean, stocks went from 1385 to 2250, pulling back to 1980, 1975. It's sort of inevitable. And then a consolidation, and then a breakout. So anyway, as I say, don't trust anyone. Trust your eyes, right? Don't trust anyone. Don't even trust me. That's why I do what I do for free for at least a couple of weeks. That's why I come on here and I try to prove myself. It's the most. It's the most. What's the word? Educated. Deep dive. Due diligence. Do your due diligence. Right? Do your due diligence into me. And how do you do that? Start coming and see what I do. See if I'm doing you right. If I do you dirty, I don't want your money. You shouldn't be. But imagine, and if you've been watching my last 12 videos, these last videos, if today was your first day and you put some trades on, you paid for your entire year on day one. We only charge 4,300 to be with us for an entire year. 4,300. You're up $5,000 on NVAX alone today. Thanks. Thanks. All right. By the way, I'm not making fun of you. I know you're a funny, educated dude, but I'm just making fun of the whole swell guy. You too, ANNX. I don't know. But the whole industry is based on absolute soberness, illusion, self. What you need is this guy. I'll show you how to do it on any time frame. You'll be in the driver's seat. You never need to know anything else. $4,300 a year of my time. Hopefully you stick around after that and stick around with us forever until I blow my freaking head off, which will be freaking fantastic. Imagine I spontaneously combust, my head explodes while I'm doing the video. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. I'd be sick, like scanners. I don't know. The guy was talking about NVAX. Next thing you know, his fucking head exploded. It was sick. Come to the website. You don't have to look at my face. You'll just see the screen, the scanners, and all that. You don't even see the scanners. Scanners. All right? Try to be nice to each other. And mock who needs to be mocked. Everyone. Because if they can't take a joke, if you can't take mock, right? How can you be in this? Like I actually was talking to somebody, and it was Josh, right? And I was talking about Josh Brown Bottom and how I made this. Like, that's really not nice. It's not nice. I'm like, what's not nice? Well, you're kind of mocking the guy. You're making fun of him. You say you're his friend and all. You're ripping him apart. I'm like, it's just one trade. That was one of the worst trades I've ever seen in history. He lost 100 points, capitulated on television. I'm not saying anything that's not true. I'm just stating what he did and how I profited from it. Oh, it's really not nice. It's really not nice. All right. I guess I'm not that nice. Maybe that's why I don't get invited to the parties anymore. I'll throw my own party.